Hey guys, welcome back. I have 14 movie reviews to share with you guys today. Uh, this is stuff I've watched over the last like 2 weeks-ish or so. Some of them I gotta remember what they're about. Some of them there's one in particular that I actually didn't finish because it was so bad. So we'll get there when we get there. So the first one I watched was Fraternity Vacation from 1985, 94 minutes. This is a Blu-ray put out by Scorpion Releasing. It says 2002 on here, but I don't believe it. This pressing was from 2002. It's very strange. I guess, I don't know, it says 2002 on the disc. I don't know, but I don't think we had Blu-rays in 2002. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this is a one of those mid-80s comedies that some people overlook. You get Tim Robbins, Stephen Jeffries, Amanda Burse, Sherry J. Wilson, John Vernon, and Barbara Crampton. It was a pretty decent movie, I thought, overall. Could have been a little bit better. Could have been worse, too. Obviously, you get Stephen Jeffries and Amanda Burse. They worked on Fright Night together, and also this movie, same year. I don't remember if this one was before that or vice versa. I don't know exactly. And they're actually seeing each other in this movie, which is very strange. So, a little synopsis for you. Basically, Tim Robbins' character and Cameron Diaz's character, they're in a fraternity at Iowa University, and they're fraternity brothers, and this is the only way to score a paid vacation in sunny Palm Springs is to take along Supreme Nerd Wendell, played by Stephen Jeffries. When they make a bet with a rival frat to be the first to bet a beautiful woman, played by Sherry J. Wilson, their getaway goes out of control. Now, with the help of some bikini beauties, a bit of creative party crashing, and a local girl, played by Amanda Burse, with a very dangerous secret, the ultimate spring break is about to begin. Amanda Burse's character's father is the town sheriff, played by John Vernon. You may remember him from Animal House, Savage Streets, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Barbara Crampton is in here too. She has a little small role in here. Kathleen Kinmont, Matt McCoy. It's kind of funny. There's a little grammatical error on the back here, or spelling error. Sorry. It should be hand that rocks the cradle. It's hand that rock is spelled ROCLS, so I guess I had a little mistake there. Lee McCloskey, Max Wright, Nina Talbot, Frank Ajay, Charles Rocket, and Brett Eklund are also in this film. If you guys like 80s sex comedies, you'll definitely enjoy this. I thought it was pretty decent overall. As far as the acting goes, pretty solid. I definitely enjoy Tim Robbins' character the most in this film. Stephen Jeffries is, of course, the nerd. Amanda Burse, I didn't care for her character in this movie. John Vernon plays a great sheriff. Like I said, if you guys enjoy 80s sex comedies, you'll enjoy this. There are no special features on this. You get a theatrical trailer and then the 2019 HD master of the film. I don't think it's 1080. Is it in 1080? I don't remember. It doesn't say. No, it's anamorphic widescreen, but it looks pretty clear from what I see on the disc. Up next is a film that I didn't care for overall, but I'll explain. So this is a film that I got off deep discount in their clearance section called Sleepover. This is put out by Screamtime Films from 2016. I think it was like 70 some minutes long, very short film. So the synopsis is: a group of girls get together for a sleepover in a large house. As the night goes on, they begin to hear moaning sounds that are getting closer and closer. One of the girls suspects it to be her fiancé trying to scare them. The girls begin to search room by room, and soon becomes clear that they are not alone. This movie, to me, seemed like some sort of high school project or like early college project, because it goes from like a silent film to a found footage film. I didn't care for it. The acting was okay toward the end, but the beginning it was like no one was talking, and it dragged and dragged and dragged. Basically, this house is, I guess, haunted by some ghosts that were, I guess, drowned in the pool or whatever. But definitely pass on this. Unless you guys really want to pick it up, I would go back and maybe pay $1 for it. That's weird. So this is an on-demand disc, and it already has like disc rot on it. If you can see, it's got a nice little smudge on the side there. I got this new too. I don't know if you can see like the outer edge of it, but looks pretty gross. But yeah, this is like a high school project. If it was a high school project, it would be cool, but it's not. So definitely a pass on Sleepover. Next movie, however, I really enjoyed, and that is Fear of Rain. This is from Lionsgate, 109 minutes, rated PG-13, from 2021. This is a psychological thriller with horror undertones, of course. And let's see, Rain Burrows, played by Madison Isman, I say her name, has early onset schizophrenia, a condition that not only causes her to see vivid hallucinations, but also puts a strain on her parents, played by Katherine Heigl and Harry Connick Jr. She meets Caleb, played by Israel Broussard, a charmingly awkward new student at school. Rain finally feels she has a lifeline of normalcy, but as Rain starts to find clues that her neighbor has kidnapped a child, and Caleb is the only one who believes her, Rain must fight to figure out who and what is real, whilst also battling the overwhelming forces that haunt her daily life. Will anyone believe her before it's too late? So the reason why she's, I guess people think she's schizophrenic is because of some trauma that happened earlier on in her life. I won't give that away, because if I give that away, I might give away some of the plot. So Harry Connick Jr. plays her dad. I do enjoy his acting. Katherine Heigl, I'm not a big fan of hers to begin with, but her character was okay. Her neighbor is, I think, the high school principal, I think, or someone on the administration, anyways. But yeah, that lady's crazy. That's all I gotta say about that. I recommend this, guys. Definitely give it a watch. Probably one of my favorite thrillers from last year. Next up is a rewatch. This is a horror film from 1984 called Superstition. It's put up by Scream Factory and Studio Canal. It's not rated. 85 minutes. Actually, it's from 1982. I don't know why it says 84. 1982. Starring James Houghton, Albert Salmi, Lynn Carlin, Larry Pinnell. quite a few other people that doesn't credit on the back here. As far as special features go, you get an interview with the director and one of the actors, get a 2K scan of the film, and then the theatrical trailer. So not a lot of special features on this one, guys. It's a really creepy film. I definitely, if you guys like haunted house films, definitely pick this up. Something horrible is happening at the old house on Mill Road. A series of ghastly accidents has occurred near the site where a witch drowned centuries earlier. But when an alcoholic minister and his family move into the cursed residence, an idealistic young priest and a cynical police detective start their own investigation into the unexplained violence. Has the daughter of Satan returned for a rampage of vengeance? Will the laws of the church be strong enough to cast out this demon? And if evil has truly found a home, is the entire neighborhood headed straight to hell? There is a sequel to this. I cannot find it anywhere for a good price, so I keep looking for it. But like I said, definitely check this one out, guys. Superstition. There is reversible artwork here. It's the original poster art. But like I said, I'm still trying to find that sequel. Up next is a horror anthology called Screams of a Winter Night. This is from 1979. I don't think it's rated PG, even though it should be worth rated at least R, in my opinion. There are two different cuts of the film. I just watched the 90-minute version. There is one that's 125 minutes with a fourth story included. I didn't watch that. Basically, this is about a group of college students spending a weekend away at a remote cabin. To pass the time, they decide to tell scary stories to one another. The first story focuses on a couple being terrorized by a Bigfoot-like creature while in the woods. That one was pretty cool. I definitely enjoy Bigfoot movies. Second story follows a group of fraternity brothers who spend the night in an abandoned hospital reputed to be haunted. That one was pretty creepy too. Third story concerns a young woman who begins to lose her grip on reality after experiencing an attempted rape. That one was you don't see anything though, from what I remember. After telling their stories, they discuss an alleged wind spirit who haunts the lake near the cabin in which they are staying, which becomes the most terrifying story of them all. That was pretty creepy. I did not watch the fourth story, which involves a creepy tree witch. Didn't watch that one, so couldn't tell you if it's good or not. Overall, this was okay. Not one of my favorite horror anthologies, but it's all right. This is the original release. It is getting a re-release, the slipcover. I'm not sure what other kind of special features are on it though, but if you guys enjoy horror anthologies, I'd say check it out if you want. Now this one, guys, does not have a Blu-ray release, but I hope one day that it does, because I really enjoyed this one. This one was very, very creepy, and that is Cameron's Closet. This is from 1987, R-rated, 88 minutes. It is in full screen, so hopefully they can get a widescreen version of this film. I don't think this was a TV movie though, but it might have been. I gotta go back and look, but I don't know. So it's about this boy Cameron. He likes to play in his closet. One night he's playing and his dad finds him in there, and he tells him stop playing, get to bed. And then his father has an accident with I forget what he was like climbing a ladder or something, and he had a knife on him for some strange reason. I guess because he heard noises in the closet. He went in to investigate, didn't see anything. He had the knife laying down, and then he trips and falls off the ladder and ends up losing his head. That was a pretty disgusting scene, by the way. So yeah, after his dad gets decapitated, like fast forward a couple months later, a few months later, Cameron's living with his mom, and she has a boyfriend now, and his mom's boyfriend doesn't get along with him at all, and they had an argument, and then somehow Cameron has this telepathic power, so he ends up using his power to launch the boyfriend out the window, gouges his eyes out, and he crashes into his car and dies. But I don't think it's, but you don't know if Cameron's actually doing it by himself or if another evil power is taking over him to do that, which obviously you can tell it has, because there's a creature right there. I really enjoyed this film. It's really creepy. Definitely recommend it. This has Cotter Smith, who plays the detective that handles the case. Mel Harris is his shrink, the kid's shrink in the movie. Scott Curtis plays Cameron. Chuck McCain, Lee McCloskey, Kim Langford, Gary Hudson, and Tab Hunter also star in this film. The music is probably one of my favorite parts of the film. Conducted by Harry Manfredini, who did most of the Friday the 13th films. I've met the guy in person before. He is very very bright individual. We talked a lot about his scores throughout the years. I have his autograph. I believe I have a picture of him up as well. As far as the director goes, I've heard of him, Armand Mastroianni. I can't recall what else he's directed, but definitely recommend Cameron's Closet. I believe this is still out of print. I found it for a good price, so I found it one time at a thrift store. I didn't pick it up because I don't remember why I didn't pick it up. I think the disc was in the best shape, but this one's pretty good, so check your thrift stores, you might find it there. Next up is another crazy movie. This is a TV movie from 1984, directed by Wes Craven, and that is Invitation to Hell. I don't know if he did this before or after Nightmare on Elm Street, the first film. This is a TV movie. Got a great cast here. You got Robert Ulrich, Joanna Cassidy, Susan Lucci, Joe Regalbuto, Kevin McCarthy, Patricia McCormick, Bill Irwin, Soleil Moon Frye, and Barrett Oliver. So this is like a cult film. So basically, the family played by Robert Ulrich, Joanna Cassidy, Soleil Moon Frye, and Barrett Oliver, they moved to I guess Southern California. They get located there because the father has a new job working on some space suit, because apparently the U.S. is trying to get on Venus. In order to do that, they have to come up with this new astronaut suit, and they want to use it to see if they can find alien life. And they actually use that in the plot later on in the movie. But anyway, a lot of people that work for the company are part of the country club, and the country club is owned by Miss Jones, played by Susan Lucci. She she's basically not human, but you find out later in the movie that she's a demon, and she turns everybody that joins the country club into demons, and if you're not one of them, they will try to kill you, or at least try to take you to hell and turn you into one of them. This movie's crazy. Like, I had fun with it though, so I definitely recommend it. Invitation to Hell. Fortunately, Robert Urich died of cancer a couple years back. Joanna Cassidy, you guys probably remember her from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. She played Rose the boss. Leo Moon Frye, of course, Punky Brewster. Bill Irwin is the old man in the airport from Home Alone. He was in a couple episodes of Seinfeld and so far and so forth. Kevin McCarthy, of course, he was in UHF and the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And Robert Urich was in quite a bit of things over the years, so recommend this, guys. I'm really going to talk about this one. It's a classic. The kids were over the other day. We watched this for a little bit, and that was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Classic Disney. First Disney film of all time. Okay, this movie. I don't know if I want to talk about it. This movie is weird. I can't recommend it to you guys. I mean, I thought it's okay. It's just a little too weird for probably some people. This is from 2019, and this is a Shout Factory IFC Midnight release and Gulp Splash release. And that is Greener Grass. Yeah, this movie is effed up, man. And no, it's not a horror film. This is like a comedy, thriller, I don't even know, drama, I guess you could say. So I'll read the synopsis, and then if you guys are interested, just check it out for yourselves. Alright. In a day-glow-colored, bizarre version of suburbia, soccer moms and best friends Jill and Lisa are locked in a passive-aggressive battle of wills that takes a turn into the sinister when Lisa begins systematically taking over Jill's life. So Lisa, I guess, is jealous of Jill. So Jill just had a newborn baby girl, and I don't know why Jill asks Lisa if she wants the kid, so she takes it from her as her own. It's very strange. So when all this stuff is happening, there is a psycho yoga teacher killer on the loose. That person shows up later, and it's really weird. Jill's husband has developed a curious taste of pool water. He's basically drinking water from the pool on a regular basis. It's very strange. Lisa becomes pregnant with a soccer ball. I guess she just wants to be a real mom. So one day when they're at the soccer field, the soccer ball comes her way, and then something happens with the kids, and then she takes the soccer ball and then just puts it under her dress, and it was like she's pregnant. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're pregnant! You're pregnant!" I didn't understand that at all. And then Jill has a son, and he falls into the pool and turns into a dog. I don't make this up, guys. That's what happens in the movie. Yeah, this movie's crazy, like silly, dumb. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in watching this, go ahead, but don't say I didn't warn you about what happens. This is a combo pack. Yeah, and that scene right there is really gross too. And there's also a scene toward the end where Jill loses her mind and runs off with the golf cart. And she's in the golf cart, and they all have braces in this film, and she's there like taking her braces off one by one, and it's really gross. She's like bleeding from the gums and everything. So yeah, this says this movie is Franz Kafka meets Serial Mom meets Edward Scissorhands. Kind of, in a way, yes. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this in the collection or not. I don't know. It might be too weird. I know I'm weird, but this is just weird. Next up, I watched The Intruder with Michael Ealy, Megan Good, and Dennis Quaid. It's a decent thriller. Very, very predictable, though. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I enjoyed it, sure, but I think it's a one-time watch. I don't think I'm going to keep it. Basically, it's about this young married couple played by Michael and Megan. They buy their dream house in Napa Valley. It's owned by Dennis Quaid's character. And he's really attached to the house. So attached that he just can't leave. He notices that the grass is growing too high, so he cuts it himself. And he's just really creepy. He's a creepy guy in real life anyway, but anyway. Yeah, it's just really strange. And then he turns out to be, well, I'm not going to give it away, but it's a good thriller if you guys want to check it out. Very good for a one-time watch. Speaking of one-time watches, watched Neighbors with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, Kathy Moriarty, Catherine Walker, and Lauren Marie Taylor, which I'm a big fan of hers. I like her character in this movie. She's not in it for very long, though. This movie's weird. Can't say I'm a big fan of the movie itself. It definitely has aged a lot since it came out in 1981. But the movie looks good here. It does look good. So basically, this is about the Keese family, played by John Belushi, Catherine Walker, and Lauren Marie Taylor. Their old neighbor, I guess, is in a nursing home, and she gives the rights of the house to Dan Aykroyd's character and his girlfriend, I guess. And then they just end up driving John Belushi's character crazy, and all the craziness that ensues and everything like that. Yeah, it's good for a one-time watch, but I don't think I'll watch it ever again. No offense to Lauren Marie Taylor. I enjoyed her character. I enjoy everything that she's been in that I've seen. I've only seen 3 films with her in it, though. This one, Friday the 13th Part 2, and Girls' Night Out. I prefer those 2 other films over that one. Alright, this is the only film that I've actually had to turn off because it was so bad. Dollar Tree special, and that is Dollface. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this movie. The lead actress, Alex Villarette, is how you say her name. Yeah, she doesn't talk at all. Like, her mouth doesn't even move. It's like an overdub of someone else talking when she's just standing there or walking around. All the other characters talk, but her character, she's literally like this. And then there's like voice talking over her. I don't understand it at all. The dolls, and I only watched like maybe less than 30 minutes of this movie, and the dolls are creepy, don't get me wrong, but I just couldn't get over that whole thing with that, so I just turned it off. So don't pick this movie up. But I only got it for $1, but still, don't watch it. I even put this one in, and this movie's not great either, but this one's a hell of a lot better than that garbage. And that is AGFA, Bleeding Skulls, A Boarding House. This movie is really messed up, like to a point where you just don't know what the hell is going on. Some people notice it from this particular picture, or the reverse artwork, which is the original picture of the VHS. So this is about an old boarding house. Let's see here. Nothing can prepare you for boarding house. Jim, a psychic gigolo who wears a leopard print thong, rents a haunted house to a beautiful woman with no ties. From there, this unworldly slasher transforms into a sleazy, hallucinogenic maelstrom of gore, sex, chainsaws, pie fights, killer refrigerators, jacuzzis, beds that eat people, a new wave band called 33 and a Third, and a leading lady known only as Kalasu. This is a shot-on horror film from 1982. Yeah, 1982. It's like one of the first shot-on-video horror films. It looks good here in Blu-ray form. I had the DVD before. A lot of special features on here. You get the theatrical cut, which I watched, a home video cut, a theatrical cut with commentary, or actually commentaries for both partial and full, home video trailers and TV spots, and then on disc 2 you get a alternate take called Psycho Killer, an unreleased family film from the makers of the movie called Sally and Jess from 1989, and then commentary on that film and on-set footage from that film. So yeah, you get, it's a 2-disc set here, and then here's the back with all the special features. I got this with the slipcover from Vinegar Syndrome. So if you guys are interested, I think they still have this available. And then I watched one of the new Dollar Tree titles from this drop from today, and that is Dead Tectives. This is a Shudder RLJE Films release from 2018. This is about a team of reality TV ghost hunters. They experience true paranormal activity for the first time while filming a make-or-break episode of the most haunted mansion in Mexico. It is filmed in Mexico, of course. Facing cancellation on the one hand and supernatural entities on the other, the team must figure out a way to bust ghosts, deliver the episode of a lifetime, and escape with their lives intact. This is a really good horror comedy. Really had fun with it. It gets a good rating on IMDb, like a 6.0 out of 10. So I highly recommend this film, guys. You will have fun with it if you are a horror comedy fan. So that's everything today. Like I said, I've always said, Dollar Tree is always hit or miss with their titles. Echo Bridge, I don't know what to say. Most of them are crap. Some of them are okay. So here are my 14 titles to share with you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed my little review on everything, and I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. Bye, guys.